Michigan, it is 5:12 now as we look at really traffic moving along very smoothly this morning through downtown Grand Rapids. Not a whole lot of weather activity, and really that's about the big story today. More clouds than we've seen the last couple of days, but cool and quiet will be the weather story of the day that prevails. Temperatures outside, 40s for highs today. We'll actually make it back up to around 50 degrees tomorrow. Colder air moves in for the weekend, but briefly so. We don't have any major storms on the horizon for West Michigan anytime soon, though. I do think by the middle of next week, our next real significant precipitation chance will come into play, but as rain instead of snow. So I guess for the middle to tail end of March, that's not so bad. Temperatures outside upper 20s to around 30 degrees from Grand Rapids to Battle Creek and off to the east and northeast. Temperatures in the low to mid 30s from Kalamazoo to Coldwater and Sturgis. And you see those wind chills or feels like readings for the most part are pretty much the same as the air temps. Don't have a whole lot of wind out there this morning. Coldest of the air well off to our east. There's some warmer air well south of us and most of the northern part of the United States, looking at temperatures that are going to be pretty seasonable. Now, as we look at Storm Track Live radar, there's a disturbance off to our north and west. I really think what's going to be happening here in West Michigan, though, most if not all of that precipitation is going to dive south of us. A lot of rain from central and southern Illinois to Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, over toward the Carolinas and down into the southeastern United States. And again, here in West Michigan, I do think we're going to see more cloud cover, but in terms of any really significant precipitation, really not in the cards for us. So we look at the Futurecast computer model with all of that cloudiness moving in today. Late tonight into early tomorrow morning, the system tries to bring just a little ribbon of light precipitation up to around or just south of the I-94 corridor. That's probably too far to the north. You want to check in with Matt Kirkwood today at noon to find out the latest on that. But in the meantime, you can certainly see the trend for tomorrow back to at least some afternoon sunshine. Temperatures tomorrow, again, will likely make it up to around the 50-degree mark, so slightly warmer than average by a couple of degrees anyway. And then here we go with the rest of that Storm Team 8-day forecast showing us that colder air mass moving in for the weekend. And then as we head into next week, breezy and a little warmer with some scattered showers developing for Wednesday and early Thursday. So what does the weekend look like in terms of outdoor wintertime activities? Meteorologist Matt Kirkwood previewing that part of the weather story. Matt.
Well, thanks, Terry. The past 10 days we've had above average temperatures, really a decent stretch of milder temperatures. Of course, that's really eroding the snowpack. Now, we cleared things out a couple days ago. This is a satellite image, and I thought this was really neat. We got this out from the National Weather Service office, and you can still see northwest of Grand Rapids, there's still some pockets of snow on the ground, but officially Muskegon, for the first time yesterday, has gotten rid of their last inch of snow. So you can still see a little bit of snow as you head northward along the lake shore. That's eroding quite a bit. But along the lake shore, speaking of, you can see the ice pack right on the eastern side of Lake Michigan. This is ice, and then you can see the land. Right now, Lake Michigan is at 28% total ice coverage. Obviously, most of that is just out of the frame up to the north. Now, in terms of snowpack on the ground, yes, here in southern lower Michigan, there's not much out there. If we can take a look at graphics 2, that would be great. Can we do that? There. Thank you very much. You can see, yeah, we essentially have lost the snow, just trace amounts in the Saginaw area. But if you're willing to travel up to the north, well, it looks like still there's some snow out there. Not a lot of it until you get about Gaylord northward, especially along the Lake Superior shoreline. 22 inches in Sioux, 19-inch snow depth in Marquette, and Grand Marais is still reporting 37 inches of snow on the ground. That's just actually a little over 3 feet. I just looked at some of the various ski slopes out there, Cabernet, Boyne, and also Shush Mountain. Boyne still has 50 slopes open.
Nice.
And Shush, 40.
Okay.
And all the 100% of the groomed trails are open. And Cabernet, just around 30. So, hey, don't give up on winter activities yet. And it looks like from Gaylord northward on Friday night, they'll likely see 1 to 3 inches of fresh snow.
Fresh snow, yeah, and they'll be able to make snow. Conditions, the temperature profile is pretty favorable for continuing to make snow.
And to look ahead, the forecast models are really consistent in giving all of Michigan a chance of snow towards the tail end of March. Just what you wanted to hear.
Yeah, I know. I knew it wasn't over. I just knew. I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have a little bit of, you know, but it's never over.
Snow
It's
in
March.
May. Yeah, it's
I think mid-April is when we're really going to break out.
Okay.
break out of what? This
break out of the
cooler pattern?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
After
Thank you,
spring
guys.
break.
Yeah. It's a good time for it to happen.
It's 5:17. West